If you want to guarantee success for yourself in 2022 and for years to come, stay tuned, because I'm going to be going over how you can guarantee success for yourself. So let's just jump right into it. Yo, what is good, YouTube fam? This is kind of a post-cut video, because as I'm editing the video, I'm noticing that there's a lot of little noises in the background, and that is just my family. So I do live with about 5 or 6 other people in this house, so just keep that in mind whenever you're watching the video. It's just a lot of my siblings downstairs just doing whatever. So I really do hope you guys appreciate and enjoy today's video. So peace, love. Have a good one, guys. Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Noah, back again with another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. And in today's video, I want to go over how you can guarantee success in your life for this year, but as well as the years to come. And I want to start off this video by saying that there is a overlying theme for this year that I want to go over, because it is something that I have been dealing with, as well as I know a lot of other people on this planet have been dealing with it as well. The overlying theme for this year is letting go. Now, what do I mean when I talk about letting go? I'm talking about letting go of certain things in your life that are holding you back, right? Now, what do I mean by this? We all have things that don't necessarily serve us that we can analyze, and maybe you've already gotten over this. I know there's certain things in our life that we know deep down aren't really serving us right now, currently. And one of those things for me that I've had to deal with recently is weed, right? I used to be a very heavy smoker. I used to smoke every single day, right? And at that time, right, that I was smoking, it was killing the productivity, right? I wasn't necessarily motivated to record videos, and recording videos is something that I really enjoy and really love to do, right? And that is why it is important to kind of analyze some of the things in your life that maybe aren't necessarily serving you. When we talk about letting go of certain things that aren't necessarily serving you, these things maybe were beneficial to you in the past, right? Maybe they helped you in a certain way in the past, right? Or maybe they were beneficial at the time that you were doing it, but now you realize that they're not really for you, right? Now you realize that deep down, they're not necessarily serving you. And the important thing to note when we are letting go of some of these things is realizing that when we let go of these things, we are creating a lot of room in our physical reality, but we're also creating room in our subconscious mind, right? Because we are creating space for us to pursue what it is that we want to do. And a question that I have for each and every one of you is, what is a project that you have been wanting to work on for a while, but you're not necessarily sure that it'll work out, right? Now, when we are able to analyze this, it makes it a lot easier for us to work towards our goals and our dreams. A better question maybe would be, how do you want your life to look like, right? And now, what do I mean by this? When you think of your dream life, what does your dream life look like? And the reason I ask this is because a lot of the times when you think of our dream life, we don't necessarily believe that it can become a reality, right? We don't think that it's possible for us to achieve these goals, right? And this dream life. We don't think that it is attainable, right? And that is because we have been programmed to have very limiting belief systems, right? And it's not necessarily your fault. You know what I mean? A lot of the times these are subconscious programs that have been passed down to you from, maybe it's family members, right? Maybe it's your siblings, maybe it's certain friends, right? Maybe it's people who you work with, maybe it's, whoever, just anybody in your life, right? We can take on some of these belief systems into our reality, right? And these belief systems aren't necessarily bad or good, right? It's just what we are programmed to believing, right? And so I had a belief system that I couldn't make a lot of money, right? I used to believe that I didn't really know how to make a lot of money, right? And so there would be blocks within my belief system because I didn't feel like there was anything that I could do to be able to make a lot of money. But it is only a belief system, right? A common belief system that my mom actually passed on to me was that money doesn't grow on trees. Realistically, when we talk about trees in general, they don't grow money on them, right? But when we think of how a tree grows apples, and then we think of apples that you can harvest from the tree, right? And when you sell these apples, what do you make? Money, right? You can make money from selling apples from trees that you grow. That is kind of where the metaphor goes, but the negative belief system that I was passed down to was money doesn't grow on trees. While this is necessarily technically true, right? It is only a negative belief system that actually can block us from attaining our dream life and attaining a life that we want to create for ourselves. And that is why it is important to kind of practice visualizing what you want your life to look like. Whether you don't even believe in it, right? Even if you don't believe in it, even if you think it's too far out of your playing field, right? Visualizing it sends a message to the universe that it is, possible, right? Because you are visualizing a life, right? You are visualizing a certain scene, right? A certain scene where you are somewhere, right? Where you want to be, and there are certain things happening around it. Now, going back to letting go of some of the things that no longer serves us, the important thing about being able to analyze maybe stuff that doesn't necessarily serve us right now is being able to let go of these things. And the important thing about letting go of some of these things that aren't necessarily serving us, right? But maybe they did at one point. The important part about letting go of these things is that it creates tremendous amounts of room in your reality to be able to work on a project that you've been wanting to work on, or a certain thing, right? I know that there is something deep down that you've been wanting to start, but maybe you've had questions about it. And I'm here to remind you that whatever it is that is on your mind or that you have been wanting to do for a while, start it. Now is the time. Now is the time to step into the unknown, right? Maybe do things that maybe are a little bit uncomfortable for us at first, right? Whenever I started my YouTube channel, I was very uncomfortable being in front of the camera, but over time you start to realize that if it's something that you love, it sticks with you, and it's something that you're never going to be able to give up, right? I remember the same thing for whenever I started jiu-jitsu class, right? It was something I was very nervous about, but it was something that I had been wanting to do for a while. And whenever I started that very first class, I was so anxious, right? But whenever I started and we were doing warm-ups, and then class finished, right? It didn't finish after the warm-ups, but after class, I felt so much better that I started it that day, you know what I mean? Because it was so much fun and I had such a good time. And that is why it is important to find something that you love doing, right? Find something that you are going to be passionate about, right? Because when we find things that we enjoy doing, it opens up unlimited opportunities for us to be able to make money from it, right? And for us to be able to live our dream life, right? That is what living our dream life is. It is doing what we love for a living, and so that is why it is important to analyze, what is something that you love to do? It can be anything, right? Whether it's sewing, right? Whether it's filmmaking, whether it's acting, whether it's dancing, whether it's singing, whether it's making YouTube videos, right? Whatever it is that you want to do, there's always something that you can pursue that you can make a living off of. You know what I mean? And especially during these times, because we have the internet is so crucial. It is such a an abundance in our life because we are literally able to do whatever we want. That is why it is important to understand what it is that you enjoy doing, because once you're able to analyze what it is that you love doing, on top of letting go of some of the things that aren't no longer serving you, it allows us to manifest our dream life a lot quicker, right? Because we are putting all of our attention towards what we want in our life. We're putting all of our attention, or at least most of our attention, right? Even if it's, you know, and don't expect to let go of, you know, if you have maybe trouble with letting go of a lot of things in your, maybe there's a lot of things in your life that you need to let go of, start one at a time, you know what I mean? Start small and work your way up, because the more stuff you let go of and the more you jump into some of the things that you enjoy doing, right, the more you're going to realize how much you love it, and you'll automatically be able to let go of some of the other things because you'll realize how much you love certain things that you do in your life that you can actually make a living from. So I'd say that if you want to guarantee success for your life this year and for the years moving forward, it is important to, one, understand what it is that you love to do, right? What is something, it can be multiple things too. It doesn't have to be necessarily one thing. It can be multiple things that you enjoy doing, right? What is something that maybe is holding you back that you need to let go of, right? And what is something that I can put my attention towards that involves doing something that I love right now? You know, once you answer all three of these questions, the manifestation process speeds up tremendously, right? We are able to manifest our dream life because we are visualizing our dream life, right? We're visualizing the life that we want, but we're also putting belief into what it is that we want as well as action, right? These three things make up manifestation. And speaking of manifestation, my best friend was talking to me about a manifestation practice that she has, and I thought it was very powerful, and I thought that it was something that can help each and every one of you out in terms of the manifestation process, as well as myself, right? And that is, you know, she said that she just, you know, take something very, very small that you know is gonna happen, right? And put all your trust, all your belief into this thing that you want to happen in your life, right? The example that she gave me was she lost her phone, right? She was out with her friends and she lost her phone, and you know, she knew, she had a very strong belief that she was going to be able to find her phone before the night ended, right? Before she left. And what happened, right? Because she put so much trust and so much belief that she was going to find her phone, she ended up finding it. And, you know, she went home with her phone that night, right? And so take something that is very small, right? You know, take something that, if you have trouble believing in your dream life, or you have trouble believing that you are able to manifest abundance and manifest whatever you want into your life, if you're having trouble believing that you can do that, start with small things, right? Start with, I believe that this and this can happen, right? That phone thing was an example, but of something small, right? Maybe it's something smaller, right? But find something that you can believe in to be true, right? Like, before I go into work, I always believe that I'm gonna have a good shift, you know, and I always do. That's what happens, is before I go into a shift at work, I always visualize how I want the shift to end up, you know, and I put in all of my trust and all of my belief that my shift is gonna be good. And a lot of the times, my shift ends up being really fun and very peaceful, right? And so that is the importance of doing these little manifestation practices, because when we start believing these smaller things, right, it opens up room in our subconscious mind to be able to believe in bigger things, right? And then bigger things, right? And then until eventually we're able to believe in our dream life. And that is when we're able to put all of our energy and all of our attention into the life that we want to live, right? And doing what we love. And so I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. man, it felt good to record this video for you guys. If you guys have missed me, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you just want to say hi, let me know as well. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions for future videos that you want me to post, feel free to let me know in the comment section below as well. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. I post videos, you know, I haven't been posting videos recently, but I'm gonna get back to that starting with this video. But I post videos regularly on this channel about personal development and self-help through wellness and spirituality. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Pursue that big goal that you've been wanting to for a while. I believe in you. I believe that you can live the life of your dreams. The question is, do you believe so? Have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you guys are at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.